So, Mr. Munch, it's great to meet you. You've got a fantastic CV. I just wanted to know why you actually want the Derby job. I want the job because I've taken Billericay as far as I can get them, I think. There's a limit to their potential, but here at Derby, I feel like I could do great things. I mean, Champions League's not out of the realm of possibility, maybe not this year, but going forward. And yeah, I feel I'd be a very good candidate. I want to test myself. Well, it'll certainly be a test, that's for sure. So, do you feel weird about coming to Derby when you've got a strong affiliation for Leeds? Wait, well, how did you know that? We got an anonymous tip-off from 812 people. In all fairness, I have a history with Leeds, but there is no future. Let's face it, it's Leeds. If that were the case, then I would never be able to get another job in England with the amount of rivals that Leeds have. Good point. Now, would you consider getting your hair cut if you were to become manager? Absolutely not. Would you consider not wearing the hat? I've tried not wearing the hat, and no one likes it. Everyone doesn't seem to like it when I don't wear it. So this isn't the source of power. It's just a fashion statement. It's a trademark. It will help with marketing. You've come dressed a little bit casual for the day, haven't you? It's a nice shirt. I think I look quite suave. No, but I mean, we've been following you closely. Haven't you been sacked every time you've worn this when you've gone to an interview? No. No, I haven't. Oh. Oh, God, get off, get off. Please, there you go. I'm naked. This is how willing I would be to take the job. Come on. Don't tell me you're not impressed. I'm so sorry, viewers. That was something very special. I'll get clothed in 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry about that, viewers. It feels good to be clothed again. And yes, hello, viewers. Welcome back to another episode of the TYC. We're back here again. More job interviews are coming my way. And you might be thinking, well, you turned down West Ham. Why would you take Derby? Because they're in the Premier League, and it's too tempting not to. I'd get a budget of £18.5 million. The wage budget's near £1 million. It's just, they've got a good team. Everything is there for me to take over at Derby. They've got lots of very good players. And the main reason why is they have this boy. They have Elex Mariba, who is a player that everyone knows in this game can become absolutely incredible. I've wanted to play with him the whole way through, and I do mean in game, you filth. I've wanted to have him all the way through the game, and I've not had the chance yet. This is the moment where I can get him, potentially. They've also got Ken Ritchie Hostler, got Walter Benitez, Jaden Bogle there, Rabbi Matondo, Aaron Ramsey. No, not really old Aaron Ramsey, who probably was at Juventus. No, this is a young lad from Wolves, I think. Actually, he starts off at Aston Villa, then moved to Southampton, to Wolves, now to Esbjerg, and now back to Derby. He looks very good as well. There's just lots to get excited about. Also, older fans of the channel will know about my love affair with Pione Sisto, and he's there as well. It's just made for me. It's made for me. So I've had the interview. I'm not going to worry about it too much today. We have come back a little bit earlier than expected because I wanted to do the intro with the interview and let you all know what is going on in my brain and how I feel about everything. And also, we've got a top of the table clash, and by that I mean Sheffield Wednesday at top of the table. We are currently in 4th. So it's a big game today, because if we can beat them, we obviously narrow the gap, but more importantly, we put a little bit of doubt in their mind about how far behind we actually are. And to quickly fill you in with how we've been getting on off camera, there have only actually been 2 games, and one of them was a 3-0 win against Crewe in the league, which has put us back up to 4th, and the other one was beating Forest Green away in the Leasing.com Trophy Southern Group G, aka the St Johnstone's Paint Trophy, which no one cares about. And with that in mind, it is as always the normal first team. Taylor in goal, Mel Gudger, Lambert, John, Moss, always the back four. Then you got Wassel and Joseph in the middle of the park, by Irving Silas in the other middle of the park. There's only one middle of the park, Mike. Basically there and behind, Smother Alive, who's back in the side after recovering from his injury. Bit unfair on Chris Metcalf, who's been playing at 7.34. He's been playing very well recently. Actually, you know what? We're going to go for a last minute change. Metcalf's going to play because Spice is still a little bit ring rusty. I'll bring him on second half as a substitute. Because their players, then they've got a very good player here in Tyrese John Jules up front. He's got the most goals in the league at the moment, 10 in 14. So, Saro Calabrese, wow, he is exceptionally good. Could play at Premier Division? Yeah, probably. I'm going to passionately say we're underdogs. That suits us down to the ground. Let's go causing up. No expectation to win today. If we take anything off them, I'm going to be absolutely delighted. We're going for them as we always normally do. Hopefully, that'll result in a good, in a good result. Lots of results there flying in, but not really because none of the games are finished yet. See what I did there. Playing some really good stuff here, actually. We are. Shaquille John out to Moss. Go on, mate. Moss into Silas. This is where the magic happens. This is why he's, for me, the best player in the league. Silas, go on, mate. He's gone round one. Silas, is he going to hit it? He is. It's gone wide. Not his best effort. Brilliant run, though. Naturally, I've kind of glossed over the Derby thing because I'm hoping... I've naturally glossed over the Derby thing because I don't want to hear the outrage in the comment section going, you can't leave Billericay. Truth is, I take the Derby job. If I get it, I probably take it. I still want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below, but it's a bit of a jump up from West Ham, isn't it? Let's be fair. They are in the Premier League. They have the money. They have a decent squad, which is probably capable of staying up. I can improve it. It's a step in the right direction. We'll probably never win the Premier League with Derby, obviously, but it's a step in the right direction. And Metcalf has somehow missed 2 absolute sitters there, which is awful. I just realised Ipswich are undefeated. They've got 4 wins and 10 draws. So we missed out on ruining Ipswich's unbeaten run last time. Can we beat Sheffield Wednesday today? Because they are the only other unbeaten team in the division. And Silas has turned his man here. Go on, lad. Go on, Silas. Go on. Keeps going. It's an awful shot. I thought it was a shot. It might have been a cross. It might have been a bit of both. A cross shot. It was awful. Let's just put it that way. Mildly. Ipswich's run might be coming to an end because they are being beaten 3-1 away at the moment. And we've played well, but I'm still a little disappointed in some of the players that I've seen here. And that would mainly be Joseph and Irving. 2 players I can usually rely on to be Mr. and Mrs. consistent. I'll let you pick who's the Mr. and who's the Mrs. If they score from their first shot, I'm not going to be happy. It's Calabrese as well. Best player in the league statistically. I say statistically in terms of attributes. And it's a good take by Taylor. Ipswich may not be doing it. Jack Lancaster scored. Oh, mate, I should sign him in this. Male Gudger on the ball here. He's doing a good 30 yards there, I have to say. He plays it back to Joseph. Joseph into Wassell. Wassell over the top to Silas. This is where everything good is coming from. Silas whips it in. Boom! Chris Metcalf. That's why Spice Up Your Life can't get back into the team right now. As Chris Metcalf gets his 4th goal of the season. And naturally it's come from Fidelis Silas. Is he or is he not the best player we've had? Probably in the save. I think so. That's an incredible ball in. Metcalf makes a great run to the near post and heads in right past the goalkeeper who doesn't have a chance. Great play, great finish. We deserve that. We've been by far the better team here. And magically, we are ruining the unbeaten record here, as are Wigan, who are the ones that are beating Ipswich right now. This is good for me. On a purely personal level, this is very good for me because this shows I can handle the big time when I'm playing against championship teams, which they are. That's not a lie. Sheffield Wednesday are a decent championship team. If we're playing with them with Billericay and I'm winning, this is just going to attract bigger jobs to me even more. So that's a good ball out by Moss, who's just managed to clear it. They've given the ball away. Irving on it now. Decent run here by Irving. Lovely ball into Chris Metcalf. Metcalf, it's just the limpest finish. Such a limp finish. Silas, free kick, whips it in. John! Oh, Shaquille does so well usually at the back post. He's not laid that in. I'm going to take Joseph off. It's not been his day today. Alex Hudson's coming on. Same for Irving. I'm going to bring on Bobby Crosswell. Oh, when you need some magic, Bobby Crosswell gets involved. It's all coming out now. It's been a very decent performance, to be fair. Not that much in the way of highlights, but still relatively entertaining. And the most important thing at the moment is that we are maintaining our place in 4th, and we're winning against the league leaders, the runaway league leaders, I might add. 4 minutes of add-on time are up, and it's been a very, very good game. A very pleasant game. One I'd happily play again. I never really felt under threat, never felt worried. Knew that we'd win once we got one ahead. Very, very solid from the boys there. Incredibly, incredibly solid. I'm going to keep forwarding it on just to see if we get any word back from the Derby job. But in my mind, again, I'm torn because I love Billericay, but this is not a Billericay Road to Glory save. This is a journeyman. This is a realistic version of what my career would be like. So, if given the choice, would I stay at Billericay or would I move? And there it is. There it is. I've actually been offered the job at Derby. If you have a look at the club culture, then we'd have to use the youth system, sign players under the age of 23, Don't sign players over 30. Play a high-pressing tempo football. All those things I do. Work within the wage budget. I can do that. Sign players to sell for profit. I've done that before. Fight bravely against relegation so they don't even expect me to stay in the league. 18.25 million, 950k. And if we look where they're actually at in the league at the moment, they're 12th. Granted, they're only 2 points off the relegation zone, but they're 12th. I mean, if they had hard games to start the season, what would I be walking into? I mean, I'm not going to lie, they had most of their hard games straight off the bat. They played Tottenham, they played Chelsea, they played Man City. We're going to be playing Southampton, Arsenal, Huddersfield, Blackburn, Wolves, Bournemouth. That's not a bad start. They've got a lot of talent. It's an incredibly tempting offer. It's a brilliant offer, and I really don't think I can turn it down. I really don't know if I can turn it down. And obviously, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm just looking through their team, and they've got some decent-ish players in there. There's enough to stay up. I'm certain of that. Oh, this is terrible. What do I do? Oh, I can't. I'm going to have to think about it. And I do want to know what you guys think in the comment section. So please, let me know what you think. If I took the job, it would very much be about trying to survive. Do we reckon I can do that? I think I could, but then I back myself no matter where we are. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you guys can give me a more objective view. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a big job to turn down. That is a big job to turn down. Thank you so much for watching the episode. It's been a bit of an interesting one today, hasn't it? If you have enjoyed it, of course, then please do drop a like on the video, share, subscribe, and until I see you for tomorrow's episode, where I could well be at a brand new team, take care of yourselves and stay cool. I'm worried because I wore the shirt.